Good morning children, Sai Ram. First of all, I welcome you all in 11th standard. Let us start our academic session 2020 and 21. So children, first of all, your accountancy book is divided in two parts. First part contains 8 chapters and the second part contains 3 chapters. So, in first part, the first chapter is Introduction to Accounting, in which we will cover meaning of accounting, objective of accounting, advantages of accounting and basic terms of accounting. Second is theory base of accounting. In this, we will cover system of accounting, basis of accounting, accounting standard and the most important accounting principles. The third chapter is recording of transaction. In this we will cover all the business transaction, source document, accounting equation, journal entry and ledger. And chapter number 4 is recording of transaction second. In this we will cover cash book, all types of cash book, subsidiary books, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return. Chapter number 5 is bank reconciliation statement. This is BRS. Next is chapter number 6 is trial balance and rectification of error. In this we will rectify the entries, we will rectify the errors. Chapter number 7 is depreciation and the last chapter of this book is bill of exchange. Okay, and second part is financial accounting. In this there are 3 chapters. The first is financial account statement, financial statement without adjustment. Next chapter is financial statement second, it is with adjustment, and the last chapter is accounts from incomplete record. These are the 11th chapter in accountancy book. Total number of chapters in accountancy 11. Okay children, now let us start our first chapter. Let us start our first chapter, Introduction to Accounting. This is the part 1 of this chapter. First of all, what do you mean by accounting? This is most important and this term is new for you. So, first of all, you have to understand the meaning of accounting. Accounting is a process of identifying of business transaction, recording, classifying, summarizing and analyzing and communicating with the user, analyzing and interpreting and communicating with the user. It is a process of identification of business transaction, recording of business transaction, then measuring in terms of money, classifying them in a separate account or in a separate ledger, and after that summarizing, analyzing and at the end communicating with the users. Now who are users? Who are users? Accounting users. Users, you know, accounting users means those person who want accounting information about the business. They are internal as well as external also. Okay, now internal user. Who are internal users? Internal users are owner. Why owner want financial information, accounting information about the business? Because want to earn profit. Okay, why he is doing business? To earn profit, because he has to earn profit. So he want accounting information. Okay, so this will come in accounting. Meaning of accounting. First internal user want accounting information. First is owner. Now second is management. Management is also known as internal user, because why management want accounting information? Because they have to take decision about the company, about the business. So management also want to accounting information. Okay, now next is employees. Now who are employees? Employees who are doing job in a business or in a company. So why they want accounting information? Because they want accounting information because they have to earn more salary. They want more salary. So their increment, their salary based on only company's profit. Okay, so that's why they want accounting information. So children, these are the internal user. Okay, now external user. External user means outside the business. Okay, now outside the business, why outsiders want accounting information about the company? See, first of all you have to find out who are external user. So first external user, bank. Okay, first external user, bank. Now bank, why bank want accounting information? Because bank grant loan to the company. See, if company want more fund, more money, more capital to raise the business, so he has to take loan or he has to take credit. Okay, so if the company takes loan, it means bank wants accounting information. Okay, if his company earns good profit, good earning, then if the company earns good profit, then bank grant the loan to the business. Okay, so in this way bank want accounting information. In the similar way, creditor. Now who is creditor? Children, this term is also new for you. Creditor, who gives money to the business. Those persons are known as creditors. Okay, now creditor want accounting information because they are giving the money to the business. Okay children, these are the external user. There are some more external user we will study later on. So first thing is meaning of accounting. Meaning of accounting means it is a process. Accounting is a process of identification of financial transaction or business transaction, recording, classifying in a separate account, summarizing, analyzing and interpreting, and after that communicating with its users. Okay, now next is features of accounting. Next is features of accounting. So the first feature is identification of financial transaction and events. Identification of financial transaction. Here financial transaction means business transaction. Business transaction like purchase furniture for business, purchase goods for business, purchase machinery for business. These all are business transaction or financial transaction, like paid salary, paid wages. So these are business transaction. So first of all you have to classify or identify the financial transaction. Okay, and second feature is measurement of transaction. Measurement of transaction. In this you have to transfer you have to identify the transaction, and after that you have to measure in terms of money. Like purchased furniture for rupees 18,000. It means furniture purchased for rupees 18,000. Paid salary to the worker, to the employees, rupees 20,000. So it means salary paid amount is 20,000. So in this way you have to measure in terms of money. And after that the next is recording. After doing the upper two, you have to record the transaction in the books of account. Okay, and the next feature is classifying. It is the process of grouping of similar transaction at one place in a separate account in a chronological order. It means classifying. In classifying, you have to classify, you have to prepare separate account. Like suppose there are 5 transactions of business. Purchase furniture for this amount, for 5,000, 2,000, any amount you can take. Purchase goods, say sold goods, paid salary. Okay children, now if you want how much amount you have spent on purchased, okay, how much money you have paid for salary. In this way, if you want that amount, particular amount you want, purchased amount, total purchase expenses, total salary, you have to find out. So you have to prepare separate account. Like all the purchase, whatever thing you have purchased, that amount you have to put in a separate book, like purchase book. Okay, next is summarizing. In summarizing, in this you have to make the summary of all the accounting information in such a manner which is understandable and useful to internal as well as external users. Okay, next is analyzing and interpreting. It provides useful information concerning financial performance of the business to the management. At the end, last is communicating. And as you know that all the information, all the accounting information, all the financial information, at the end it will communicate with its user to take financial decision. Okay children, so these are the features of accounting. Next is accounting process. Again, if you know the meaning of accounting, you can easily make the process. Accounting process is also same. Accounting process, you have to write down the step of accounting. So the first step is identification of business transaction. Second is measurement, measuring in terms of money. Third is recording of transaction, business transaction, classifying them in a separate account or classifying them into a ledger. Then summarizing, analyzing and interpreting, and at the end communicating to its user. These are the accounting process also. Okay, this is the meaning of accounting, these are the features of accounting, and these are the process of accounting. So next is branches of accounting. Branches of accounting, there are 3 branches of accounting. The first branch is financial accounting, second is cost accounting, third is management accounting. So first one is financial accounting. It is that part of accounting in which financial transaction and events, summarizing them before communicating the result to the user. It involves preparation of financial statement as profit and loss account and balance sheet. It means in this financial accounting, you have to prepare the end result. You have to maintain, after making the summary, you have to prepare the end result, end product of the business, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet, so that you can find out the profit or loss or financial position of the business. Okay. Now next is cost accounting. This branch concerned with ascertaining cost of product, operation or activity. How much cost of product, how much cost of product, operation or activity it will concern. So this branch of accounting. Okay, cost accounting. Next is management accounting. In management accounting, it is concerned with generating accounting information related to funds, cost, profit, etc. Or we can say that it enables the management in decision making. Okay children. Now next is the most important, bookkeeping. Now what do you mean by bookkeeping? Accounting you know. Now what do you mean by bookkeeping? Now if you know the meaning of accounting, you can easily write down the definition of bookkeeping also. Like, it is the process of identifying, recording financial transactions in a systematic manner and classifying them into ledger. It means upper 4 steps are of bookkeeping, and after these 4 steps, the last 3 steps including accounting. So bookkeeping, if we talk about bookkeeping, so bookkeeping is up to classification. Like, it is the process of identifying the business transaction, measuring in terms of money, recording the financial transaction in the books of account, and classifying them into ledgers. Okay, this is known as bookkeeping. Now, difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So here is the difference. First is scope. Bookkeeping, it involves identifying financial transactions, measuring them in terms of money, recording them and classifying them in ledger. Next is accounting. Accounting means in addition to bookkeeping. In addition to bookkeeping means upper 4 steps you have to take from the bookkeeping, and after that accounting also includes summarizing, interpreting and communicating the financial data to the interested party, to its user. So if we will take all 7 steps, then it is known as accounting, and if we are taking upper 4 steps, then it is known as bookkeeping. Okay. Stage. Bookkeeping is a primary stage, because in this we are making or understanding, recording, classification, and after that only up to classification. Okay, so it is a primary stage. It is a first stage, and accounting is the secondary stage, because it begins where bookkeeping ends. Bookkeeping ends on classification. Okay, so from the classification it begins. Why? Because the next step of classification is summarizing. Okay. Next is nature of job. The job is routine in nature, and in accounting the job is analytical in nature. Next is objective. The main aim is to maintain systematic record of financial transaction. This is the main objective of bookkeeping, is to maintain systematic record of financial transaction. And accounting, the main aim is to ascertain the profitability and financial position of the business and to communicate to its user or interested parties. Next is performance. Junior staff performs this function and accounting senior staff perform this function. Level of skill. Bookkeeping does not require special skill as the work is mechanical in nature, and accounting is specialized skill to analyze and interpret the financial statement. Means bookkeeping anyone can do who have a knowledge of maintaining the account, but the accounting only those person can do who have specialized skill, specialized knowledge of to summarize business transaction, to summarize, to interpreting, to analyzing. Okay, so these are the differences of bookkeeping and accounting. Now next is accountancy. Accountancy, your subject. Accountancy is your subject. This you already know. So what does it mean? It is a systematic knowledge of accounting. That is, it educates how to maintain the books of account. क्या कर रहे हैं हम? What we are doing in accountancy? What we are studying in accountancy? How to maintain the books of account. We are studying in accountancy how to maintain the books of account, how to record the transaction, how to classify them, how to summarize them. Okay, all these things, all these accounting process we will do in accountancy only. Okay, okay children, I have already told you about all these chapters. So first chapter, in this you can learn the meaning of accounting. In second chapter you can record, you will learn how to record the transaction. In third chapter you will learn how to maintain the books of account. In next chapter you will learn how to manage the books of account, and after that in next book you will maintain how to prepare the financial statement like trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. These are the financial statement, how to maintain. Okay, so this complete thing will come in your accountancy book. So accountancy book means it educates how to maintain the books of account. Next is objective of accounting. Objective of accounting. The first objective. Tell me student. Tell me children. Objective of accounting. What is the first objective of accounting? To maintain a systematic record of business transaction. The main objective of accounting is to keep a complete and systematic record of business transaction. See children, if we will not maintain the books, if we will not keep the accounting record in a systematic way, then we will not find out the financial position of the business. We will not find out the actual profit or loss. So the first and important objective is to keep systematic record of business transaction. The second is to ascertain profit or loss. Calculation of profit and loss. After keeping the books of account in a systematic manner, we will find out profit or loss. Next is to determine financial position. Depict the financial position of the business. So the balance sheet is also prepared to know the financial position of the business. So it depicts the position of asset, liabilities and capital of the proprietor. Next is to provide information to various users. So if we maintain the proper account, proper books, then we will provide information, accounting information to the users. To assist the management, facilitate management. See, management also requires financial information for decision making and for good effective control. Okay, so these are the objective of accounting. Next is advantages of accounting. First advantage is provide information about financial performance. Second, provide assistance to management. Next is facilitate comparative study. Facilitate comparative study means in this financial statement of one year can be compared with the previous year to determine the progress made by the firms in comparison to previous year. We can compare the financial statement from previous year to this year, from this year to next year. We can compare the financial statement. Okay, so we can find out our company have progressed or not. Okay, next is helping in taking loan, helpful in raising loan. Bank grant loan to the firm on the basis of financial statement of the business. If financial position is good, then bank will give credit. If financial statement is not good, then bank will not give credit. Okay, evidence in court. Evidence in court. And next is helpful in decision making. Next is uses of accounting information. This is the topic which we are discussing earlier. So, uses of accounting information. The first user internal and the second user external. As I told you, internal users are owner, management and employees. Owner, they are interested in knowing the profit earned or loss incurred by the firm. And management required accounting information to take decision. Employees or workers, why they want accounting information? Because they want their salary and wages. Okay, now come to the external. So I have explained only two external user. Now I am explaining two more. So first external user I have explained bank. Why bank are interested? Because they have to give loan. They provide loan to the business. Next is creditor. Creditor are also giving the credit to the business. So they want accounting information. Okay. Now next is investor. Investor are those parties who are interested to invest their money in the business to earn profit. Now who are investor? Those person who invest the money into the business. Okay. Now researcher. Why researcher want accounting information? Because researcher wants accounting information because they want comparison of same firm with the past. They want comparison. They are studying. They are researching. So they want comparison. Okay. Next is public. Why public is interested? Because public is interested because they want good product. If company is earning good profit, good financial position, good goodwill, it means public is interested in knowing the growth of business entity. Okay. So these are the internal and external users. Now the next is system of accounting. System of accounting. There are two system of accounting, double entry and single entry. The first is double entry. It is a system of accounting under which both debit or credit sides are equal, or we can say we can take both debit and credit side. We can record both debit and credit side. And single entry system. In this system, all transactions are not recording, and it is also known as incomplete record. Okay children. So today we will cover only these topics. This chapter we will continue in next part. In that part we will study about basic terms of accounts, basic terms of accounting. And for this part I will give you notes. I will provide you notes in PDF form in your WhatsApp group, so that you can write down, you can make notebook and write down that notes in the fair notebook. Okay. Thank you children. Sai Ram.